It was a total shock.
Once I was diagnosed, well, it had very quickly gotten bad.
There's a lot of focus on the cancer, a lot of worry.
It went to her lungs, and that was scary, and then it went to her brain, and that was even more scary.
I just really felt like I was near the end.
Tremendous, tremendous anxiety.
I had multiple myeloma, I had total kidney failure, and my blood counts are way out of whack. A year ago, I was riding my bike over 100 miles on a day off of work, and I'd be really sore though, but when I got done, and everything was gradually coming on, I think, and I didn't really know what it was. I could hardly walk. It ate up my hips and everything. I had a huge fracture through my right hip.
When they told me that I had chronic lymphocytic leukemia, I had no idea what that was, and the word chronic scared me. Well, once all the treatment was done, I didn't know what to do with myself, or suddenly I was faced with the future, and what do I do now? I just felt lost.
My wife was diagnosed with cancer about 4 years ago, and it started off as endometrial, went to the cervix, then the lymph nodes, and from there progressed to the lungs, and from there to the brain, and it took her about 3 years before it finally caught up with her. There isn't a person in this country that doesn't know somebody, either a family member or a friend, who has or had cancer. And because of that, there's an awful lot Gilda's has to offer.
Gilda's. Like a loyal and trusted friend, Gilda's Club Southeastern Wisconsin is an enduring source of support, a shoulder to lean or laugh or cry on.
I'm so grateful for this group.
For thousands of people affected by cancer each year. People like Kay.
I think one of the worst things of cancer is the loneliness. And just knowing you're not alone, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Or Jonathan, dealing with the reality that his wife was dying.
It made it easier knowing that there are other people dealing with the same thing that you had. It didn't have to be the same kind of cancer. We were all going through the same thing, and we all understood how short time was, and how difficult it was to keep up your best face.
And Steve. Cancer robbed him of his career as a nursing assistant, his passion for cross-country bike trips, but Gilda's was a lifesaver.
I've done quite the reversal from my early diagnosis in my mental outlook of my world. Just because I can't go riding my bike all day, well, maybe that was a waste of time anyways. So I don't mind changing my situation or my lifestyle. It's just good to be here.
Every year, 12 million men and women learn to live with cancer, the diagnosis, the treatment, the nagging fear that it can return. But as medical advances make surviving more common, the need for cancer support communities like Gilda's becomes essential.
The major part of the cancer journey is not what's happening in the body, it's what's happening in the soul, in someone's mind, in their heart. And that is the part of the journey that's often the toughest to address, and the part that Gilda's Club is geared towards evaluating and helping people to address.
Gilda's offers so much to anyone touched by cancer. Social connections, children's programs, healthy living and educational opportunities, and of course, support. And with an average of 50 programs every month, Gilda's Club Southeastern Wisconsin reaches people where they live, work, and worship.
We understand that when you have a cancer diagnosis, it can be very difficult to leave your community to go to a side of town you're not familiar with and you're already feeling ill. So we are bringing that program close to where people are, to share ideas on how to get help, but also just to go through the grieving process and to realize that their life is different now.
There's a lot of wisdom, a lot of collective wisdom within survivors as a whole, and when they get together and share with each other, amazing things happen. Gilda's Club is a great gift to our community. It helps a lot of people.
You not only get help from others, but you can give a lot of help to others.
The people you meet here are exceptional. They were there and I needed them.
Gilda's Club gave me a new approach to life.